on Saturday, how quickly do you try to get these games in the rearview mirror, and then like, how do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, we'll take what we need to learn from this game. We'll watch it and we'll show some clips and clean up where we need to clean up, and then get right on to George Mason. And it's the beauty of this time of year is like there's not a lot of time to dwell, but you got to learn from that, right? Like you got to take what you need from this game, good and bad. Watch it, learn from it, and then it's get on to George Mason. So we'll do that tomorrow when we meet. The first thing we always do is watch a post game edit, right? So we'll watch a post game edit with some positives and some negatives, before we get on to George Mason. So we'll put this one to bed. We'll learn about George Mason, and then we'll get on the court and do our work.
Terrence with 17, Mike with a 3. So what are some of the positives you can take from this?
Well, defensively, if we guard like that, to guard that team and hold them to 42%, 30% from 3, they're one of the more electric offenses in the country and all those things. So if we can guard them like that, then if we bring that level of intensity and focus and discipline in all these, the next, whatever we have, 15 more, 16, I think we're guaranteed, then we're going to have a chance to win a lot of those games, right? And that's without even talking about the offense, right? And then, I think the response in the second half offensively, we missed a ton of layups, a ton of twos, which is not common for us. We haven't done that in ages. Again, been asking them to guard, they guarded tonight. So I'll take that as a positive and say, all right, like this has to get our defense now. Get that ball rolling on that defensive end.
They spread the scoring around. Nobody really got going except for Thames. What made him a difficult matchup for y'all? I think finished it's a career high 18 for him. What about that matchup allowed him to have a big game?
He's a tough matchup. Like he's so good downhill, right? And when you're helping, and those guys that we were really helping off of, like he's the one that I was most concerned about, because he can get downhill and is a better finisher than some of those other guys that, he just he plays with a reckless abandon sometimes, which can hurt them at times, but help them tonight. Like he's just flying in there and all of a sudden, he made a couple, 2 or 3 of them, I think were like kind of tough, like how do you even get that ball off? Like it almost came from his hip, like, but he's a good player again, like us, you got a guy coming off the bench that can play, right? He can go. So, again, hats off to him. He made the right plays.
What do you see? There was a 40 to 24 difference in points in the paint.